Everybody, it's me, Andrew. Get out into nature and tune in for yourself. Resonate with the Earth's electromagnetic field via 432 Hertz, the universal frequency. Balance out psychologically and emotionally, and further strengthen up your brain and your heart's coherence as well. Get a plant-based diet going for yourselves today and nurture yourself right back into life. We are literally herbivores in our nature. Further balance out your physical body's pH level and get with alkalinity. Then you can generate some static electricity. Send me some love telepathically. Set attention to your mind and set intention to communicate. That is all there is to telepathy. You are now tuning in to Great Days. So today I'm going to talk a little bit on overthinking and how you can avoid overthinking or stop overthinking so much. Okay, so I'm going to make it very, very simple for everybody too. I'm not going to come up with any complicated method to follow. It's going to be all as simple as it can be for you. So let's get into this. So overthinking, it affects quite a majority of the population, especially in the West. Okay, only because in the West we like to use logic, and we like to use our mental energy for thinking our way into things and out of things. Okay, um, so a lot of us have found it that we are overthinking now. We are overthinking almost all the time, and this is a main cause, or this is a main problem for people. Okay, that they're constantly thinking 24/7, and most people can go their entire lives thinking for the majority of it. Okay, and this is why there's a whole movement around peace of mind, and achieving peace of mind, because so many people are caught in their thought process. Okay, and this is why there's so much depression, and this is why there's so much anxiety. This is why there's so much of these chronic ailments, because we're trapped in our mind, or we're trapped in the thought process. Okay, very, very simple. This has been known for some time now, that we are all overthinking. Okay, there's a lot of different reasons why we are overthinking. Many different reasons. Okay, I'm sure you can come up with one yourself. But the most simplest is that we have began to use our thoughts to try and think ourselves out of some situation that we have got ourselves in collectively. Okay, this is just one. This is just one thing this is just one reason that we have been overthinking for so long now. Okay, because we are using our thoughts to try and get ourselves out of some situation that we found ourselves to be in. Because we're living out of the laws of nature, for one, is why we've landed ourselves in such a situation. And now we have began to overthink, and because we're trying to think ourselves out of it. Okay, but it's not working. We're only entangling ourselves further in our thought process. All right. Now, there's also other things like overeating and things like this can also lead to overthinking, because whenever you overeat, it sends a tremendous amount of energy into your neurological functioning, and this causes it causes a lot of thoughts to arise. That's another cause of overthinking. So there's many causes. There's many causes. So many causes, but there's so many causes. There can also be so many solutions, but the most simplest solution to to not overthinking is to just sit yourself down, breathe, and watch the thought. Okay, so this is the most simplest that I could come up with, and it has always worked for me. So it's a type of meditation too. It pretty much is a meditation. Okay, so all you do to stop overthinking, if you find yourself constantly overthinking to the point where it becomes like an anxiety attack or something like this, then what you want to do during this is you want to just sit down, turn your phone off, turn the TV off, turn everything off, and just sit in pure silence, as much silence as you can muster, and then sit yourself down somewhere in a comfortable spot, and just breathe. Don't do anything else. Just breathe yourself. Okay, just breathe and breathe and breathe very calmly and very slowly. Okay, as you begin to breathe and as you start focus on your breathing, then you also can then create some type of I want to say a distance between you and your thoughts. Okay, so then the thoughts you don't identify with the thoughts at that point. After doing this for a little bit, like a few minutes, maybe like 10 minutes, if you're patient enough and you can relax yourself enough to do this for at least 10 minutes straight, then the thoughts, no matter how much thought is there, they're just going to it's going to start to cease. Okay, and you're going to be able to create a distance between you and your thought that is going to allow you to see that that thought is purely illusion, and it's not really a thing. It's more conception, and conceptual reality is illusion. So or if you can't focus on your breathing, what you can do is breathe, and you can focus on the thought process itself. Okay, and this is going to help you to understand that no matter how much thought goes on, it can just be watched, and then it just kind of becomes like a song at that point, because you're going through your thought process, you're going through all the different sequences of thought, and as you begin to watch them more and more, you don't find them as irritating. This one will take a little bit of time, but the more you do this, the more you watch the thought, then you're gonna find that they aren't as irritating as you make them out to be, or as you react to them. You don't want to react to your thought because it will leave you in chaos. It will leave you in it will leave you out of your own stillness. So what you want is stillness, and what you want is the silence within you. Because this is peace, and we all need peace. It's integral for our growth, and it's integral for our being. So watch your thought process, and you can like begin to generate some type of gratitude for your thought process, no matter what the thoughts may be, no matter how ill the thought is, or no matter how grotesque a thought is, no matter how bad a thought is. Just learn to watch the thought, no matter what it is. Just watch it, and then you're gonna learn that thoughts are coming and going. They're never they never stick. They don't stick unless you stick to them. If you don't stick to them, then they are going to pass on, very, very quickly. I'm having if I have a thought right now, it just comes and goes. It's like it spikes and then it's gone. So that's very vital to knowing, or very vital to allowing you to relax when you are overthinking, because it allows for the wisdom, or it allows for the knowledge to understand that nothing is permanent and everything's temporary, and that um, if you're having constant thoughts, that realization allows you to relax through them, because you know that they're not staying there for forever. They're just literally there for less than a second. It's just that people react to things very, very quickly nowadays, and very, very climactically, and we are all reacting to small thoughts. that are literally less than a speck of dust, you know. So if you're overthinking, sit yourself down, turn everything off, turn all your technology off, and turn your TVs off, turn everything off, okay, and sit down, um, and just breathe, okay. Focus on your breath, or you can focus on your thought process itself, and then do that for a few minutes, and you're gonna find that instantly, or not instantly, but within that few minutes, the overthinking, it completely ceases to be overthinking, you know. um, Now you can also do things like reading. Reading has always helped me to not overthink. Okay, so reading is another method, very, very simple. You can also listen to music. Music has also always helped me to not overthink as well. So, another very, very simple method. Sitting outside as well is something to do. Another simple method of stopping your overthinking. Okay, and another thing, you don't really want to stop overthinking, because you can't really stop overthinking. More so, you can just accept the overthinking, and it ceases to be overthinking, because overthinking is just a conception in itself. And it's not really overthinking, it's just a thought process that you are too heavily identified with, and you are emotionally charging it with something unbearable, you know, and then it becomes overthinking, and it becomes an ailment to you, you know. So you don't want to conceptualize your thought process whatsoever. What you really want to do is just watch it and allow it to be. Once you allow it to be, it ceases to be an overthinking, you know. More so it's just your thought process. Very, very simple as well. So don't strive, don't make it your goal to stop overthinking. More so just allow it to be. You know, this is why I say, just if you feel as though you're overthinking, just sit down, in silence, turn everything off, because phones, they put you in a certain state of mind, you know, and they are, phones are mental in their nature, you know. They're fourth dimensional. This phone is a gateway, it's fourth dimensional. Now, when you have technology, it puts you into a very analytical state of mind, you know, and it puts you in a very accelerated state of mind, and it can lead to overthinking, or what you would call overthinking half the time, you know. So turn everything off, and sit down and breathe, you know, in silence, and just do that for a bit, and it's gonna cease, you know. Very simple. Get outside, sit outside, watch the animals, listen to nature's song. That is another very simple method, okay, to not overthinking. Now, overthinking is a lot of our problem nowadays. Once again, we are all overthinking, and it's causing depression, it's causing anxiety attack, it's causing a lot of things, okay. You can literally think illness. You can literally think illness into your system, okay, because our thoughts are very, very powerful, but don't take them too seriously, okay. Because life is not even serious. Life is literally just a joke, okay. It's energy, and energy doesn't actually die, okay. So don't take life seriously, don't take thoughts seriously, but you can use your thoughts to manifest, you know, and you can literally think disease into your system if you wanted to. Don't do that. Try, but it's possible, you know. So people are doing this nowadays. They're literally thinking all types of illnesses, all types of diseases into their system, because they're constantly worrying, or they're constantly stressed out, or they're constantly thinking that they're going to attract something that they don't even have yet, and then they are literally in that process of thinking that they're going to attract some type of disease or something. They're just attracting that disease. Your thoughts are literally, they can attract, you know. So if you're thinking you're going to attract a disease, if you don't even have the disease yet, all you're doing is attracting that disease, you know. You're thinking that disease into you. So more so, know that you have this immunity within your DNA, and nothing can corrupt your system, and hold that in your understanding. And that's also a truth. It's a genetic truth. Okay, a genetic truth is that we can literally be immune from literally every type of disease. Okay, so hold that understanding within your mind, and you won't attract disease into your system as much, or at all. Okay, and that's the power of the mind. The mind is very powerful. Okay, so what you want to do, once again, to stop overthinking, just listen to music, read a book, listen to nature song, get outside and watch the animals, listen to the birds chirp, sit down, breathe, or watch your thought process, and allow it to cease. Accept the overthinking, and know that overthinking is just conceptualization. It's not true. It's just that you're emotionally charging your thought process, because you're too identified with it, and therefore that emotionally charge is becoming unbearable for you, and then it's leading to an ailment of some sort, and then which leads to your stress, leads to your depression. It leads to whatever it is that is causing you pain from your overthinking. Okay, so that's pretty much gonna be it for today's video. Once again, I do thank you all for watching. Have a great day. Peace out, and one love.